Sometimes I obsess over the things that I think I should do or feel. I should be happy. I should make others happy. I should do better. These shoulds can be common at any time of year, but during the holidays, they loom large in my mind. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I fought these shoulds, and hopefully you can too. But first, some quick disclaimers. This worked for me, but I can't guarantee it'll work for anyone else. I'm not a healthcare professional, and these videos are not healthcare advice, a substitute for such advice, or a basis for disregarding such advice or delaying in seeking it. And if you're having thoughts of self-harm, please reach out to someone you trust, such as a friend or family member. When I use the word should, I'm including several similar terms: ought to, got to, need to, have to, supposed to, must, had better. All of these terms can be cognitive distortions or negative or irrational patterns of thought. Luckily, the fact that the word should can be a cognitive distortion is not a new problem. Decades ago, the psychoanalyst Dr. Karen Horney coined the term the tyranny of the should in her book Neurosis and Human Growth, The Struggle Towards Self-Realization. If you're not sure what a neurosis is, here's a quick definition. A mental and emotional disorder that affects only part of the personality, is accompanied by a less distorted perception of reality than in a psychosis, does not result in disturbance of the use of language, and is accompanied by various physical, physiological, and mental disturbances, such as visceral symptoms, anxieties, or phobias. If you're still not sure what a neurosis is, don't worry, me neither. Suffice it to say that a neurotic is a person who is suffering from one particular type of mental and emotional disorder. Now, to quote from Dr. Horney's book, "A neurotic holds before their soul their image of perfection, and unconsciously tells themselves, 'Forget about the disgraceful creature you actually are. This is how you should be, and to be this idealized self is all that matters. You should be able to endure everything, to understand everything, to like everybody, to always be productive,' to mention only a few of these inner dictates. Since they are inexorable or unstoppable, I call them the tyranny of the should. The inner dictates, exactly like political tyranny in a police state, operate with a supreme disregard for the person's own psychic condition, for what they can feel or do as they are at present. In other words, due to the amazing blindness of the shoulds, the premise on which they operate is that nothing should be or is impossible for oneself. So one way in which I fight my own shoulds is to remind myself that my shoulds often can and do tell me to do things that are impossible, and that it's important to keep my goals realistic. Another simple piece of advice, courtesy of the psychologist Albert Ellis: stop shooting on yourself. Another tip: I use substitutes for shoulds: want to, would like to, learning to, working on. For instance, instead of "I should be happy," I want to be happy. Instead of "I should make others happy," I'm working on making others happy. And instead of "I should do better," I'm learning to do better. And with that, I've turned my negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. And remember, it's okay if your holidays are not happy.